You were chosen to come to this earth, break generational curses. You're here to heal the bloodline. You're here to release all that negative toxic traits, those negative habits that's holding us back as a family, that is preventing us from evolving into the next stages of our lives. Hey Mystic fam, welcome to my channel where we talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. In this video, I wanted to talk about how we are the healers of our bloodline. Many of us are here to break generational curses, to break a lot of stagnant and fixed mindsets, to break a lot of toxic habits, and heal our bloodline and the family. And I feel like it's very important for us to be aware of that because it comes with a lot of trials and tribulations. It comes with a lot of barriers within our own family and sometimes even pushback. But I feel like we chose this destiny because we have the abilities and we have the awareness to make change within our bloodline. This is not an easy task to do. And looking back at it, half of the stuff that happens within my family, past generations, like it really got nothing to do with me as an individual. But I believe that it has everything to do with me as a collective, as a family, in order for us to heal specific DNA codes within our bloodline that can help us unlock memories, unlock knowledge, unlock specific genetic gifts and abilities. And because we are the healers of our bloodline, sometimes it may feel like we have a target on our backs, or it feels like we could be easily bashed from other family members because we are different, because we're aware of the toxicity in a family, because we notice the toxic traits. And then when we address these things, it's followed by pushback, it's followed by yelling, it's followed by projection. And for me at least, I really had to question myself. And it really put me in a confused state because everything in my body is telling me this isn't right. This needs to be fixed in our family. The way we go about certain things is not healthy for us. And continuing that cycle will only cause us harm in the future. But I feel like I was in a twilight zone because I was the only person who saw something wrong. The way we went about things in our family, the way we think about things, our daily habits. A lot of them are very toxic, but because we've been conditioned, because we've been programmed to believe it, oh, that's just how it is. That's just how our family are. That's just the way we do things. Because we've been conditioned to believe that, it's very difficult to not only address it to our family, but also create a change within our family for that. Ever since I was a kid, I always felt like I was different from the rest of my family. We didn't really have many things in common, many interests in common, probably just about similar food interests, similar songs. I mean, that's really about it. And it made me feel like the black sheep of the family. It made me feel very isolated. And I say that to say because I feel like we are in a time period of awakening and understanding certain ways of life, certain habits and thought processes, and then certain subconscious programming that's making us the way we are. And then that's been running in our family for generations, for eons. And I feel like we're in a period of time where it is time for us to release those negative memories, release those toxic habits, release those ways of life that is genetic and that's within our DNA that we've been passing down from generation to generation. I think it's time for us to stop that. It's time for us to put an end to that. And I feel like a lot of us came down here for that very reason, to heal the bloodline. So memories, I believe memories are stored in our DNA. This DNA contains memories from past generations, memories from ancestors, knowledge, specific gifts and talents and abilities that is within your genetic family. And the memories and information that's in our DNA could be a negative or positive thing depending on the experiences and depending on the frequency of the vibration it's holding. I think it's important for us to heal the bloodline so that the next generation doesn't repeat the same cycle, so we don't make the same mistakes. So our descendants don't have to carry that same stagnation, the same memories of fear, the same fixed mindset that is holding us back currently. But unfortunately, breaking these generational curses may not always be seen as a positive thing or in a positive light in our family. I've learned the hard way. People cannot be changed. You can't fix nobody in your family. Even if they know it's for the greatest and highest good, even if they know that if they make this change, if they change their life will be better, they won't do it. Because they're not because they're not comfortable with change. They're not comfortable with making that adjustments in their life. A lot of people unfortunately are okay and are comfortable with complacency. They don't want to make a change. Change, a lot of times change is too terrifying for them. The current life that they live, that's all they ever known in their life. And if that were to change, they wouldn't be able to cope, or they wouldn't be able to make adjustments mentally because they're not prepared for that. So I've learned the lessons that you can't fix anyone, you can't change anyone. You can't help people only if they choose to accept the help that you give them. So I learned that the people already here, you can't really do, there's not really much you can do about it. The best thing to do is to stop with us, and then heal the next generation forward. Teach them the things that we weren't taught, the things that we had to learn the hard way, the information that we didn't get growing up. I think we are here to teach the next generation how to be a better version of themselves, how to heal themselves, how to be more emotionally aware, how to be more mentally aware of the world, how to use their subconscious to help them, to aid them, not to create fear and stagnancy in their lives. So all that negativity, all that toxicity, it stops with me. For example, maybe choosing not to beat your kids, not passing down the same trauma we experienced as children, speaking life into children, uplifting them, giving them positive affirmations, instead of nitpicking every little flaw they have in their body. Consciously choosing to eat healthier, moving their bodies more, traveling the world, going out internationally, starting a business. We have all these great and wonderful ideas in our mind, but because sometimes we come from a family with a fixed mindset, these ideas are followed by, oh, you think you're all that? Who do you think you are doing? Who do you think you are? Oh, you're bougie. It comes with a lot of negativity, and it comes with a lot of setbacks and delays, because if we listen to those words they're telling us, we don't do the things that we want to accomplish, because we have listened to those people who are putting negative intentions into our mindset. And it's really sad because we choose to go a different path from the rest of our family in order to heal our toxic traits, heal our bloodline, heal and release all the negativity, all the toxic things that it's harming us and holding us back as a family. A lot of your family can despise you for healing the bloodline, for breaking the curse, when what you're actually doing is putting good memories into our DNA. You're adding positive information, you're adding healing properties into the bloodline. You're teaching the next generation, our descendants, that those same mindsets and those same possibilities that you had for yourself, that you had to teach yourself because you weren't taught as a child. Sadly, they don't see it as that way. They see it as you being bougie and you thinking you're all that. And sometimes they can become very hateful and bashful for you being different, for you choosing better for yourself. And I think that's okay. I just see it for what it is. They only know what they know. They don't know any better. They don't know anything outside of what they're currently doing in their everyday lives. And at that point, I think it's probably important for you to step away, probably to separate yourself if you're feeling that you're in that toxic environment. If you feel any type of hatefulness or bashfulness or any type of negative energy around you, if you choose to do better, if you choose to improve your life in different ways, that may be the best approach for you. And even if you separate yourself, that may come with a lot of other pushback and a lot of other hate just from separating yourself or just from moving. That can come with a lot of things as well. So it's a lot. As long as you're doing what you need to do for your greatest and highest good, I think you make that decision for yourself. Do what you got to do to heal and then release. Specifically for my family, I've learned that I really have to heal the fear of having money and provisions. Like the fear that is just holding on to my family about not having enough money, about not making enough money, about not obtaining money, living paycheck to paycheck. That fear of you not able to save money, that fear of you not able to hold money within your hand. Like it has them in a chokehold. And just growing up, seeing them having that scarcity mindset. There's no money, there's no money, there's no money. Just being so afraid of losing money. Like they really hold on to their paychecks like it's the last paycheck they'll ever have in their life. And I understand where it comes from. Being immigrants coming to America, you have to start from scratch, starting from zero. And that is really tough, and that's very hard and difficult thing to do. But I try to tell my family and I try to show them that you're not in survival mode anymore. Like you came to America to live a better life, and we're here. So let's start living that life that you want to live. Living that life in peace. You don't have to hustle and bustle for chump change. I'm trying to show them that you can truly enjoy your life while still living in the present moment. But I feel like there's too many fears and too many fixed mindsets and what's keeping them stagnant from evolving, that's holding them back from abundance and prosperity that they want in their lives. Like, I really can't even have a conversation with my parents for 10 minutes without them bringing up the fact that they don't have any money, without bringing up the fact that there's no money in their bank account. I feel like those thoughts that they keep telling themselves consistently and on a daily basis, it's what's causing that cycle, that repetitive cycle of stagnant in their life. And all those thoughts they keep telling themselves, it comes from a place of scarcity. They think that there's not enough money to go around for everyone. That just puts you in a place of lack consistently. And I think it's so ironic because the way they would pray for abundance and prosperity. But you praying for abundance and prosperity, but you think that there's not enough money to go around for everyone. You're praying for abundance and prosperity, but you think you can't have that. You keep telling yourself that there's no money, that you can't have money, or money just never stays in your bank account. Or every time you get money, you tell yourself something always happens, and then you lose that money. But you're praying for abundance and prosperity. Like, faith without works is dead. Like, even for myself, I had to unlearn everything that I was taught about money and making money, because the way I was taught came from survival mode, it came from struggling, and it came from a scarcity mindset. I was taught like I had to struggle to make money. I was taught I had to work hard, I had to hustle, and sometimes I even have to suffer if I want money, in order for me to suffer now in the present, in order for me to live a more prosperous life in the future. But I had to suffer along the way. And I was told like it's not possible for people like me in America to have a grandiose amount of money because we weren't born into that. We weren't born into a rich family. So it's not possible for us to have those riches that other families have, if you know what I'm talking about. And I don't want to live that type of life. I don't want to hustle and bustle. I don't want to struggle to make money. I desire money to come easily into my life. I desire prosperity. I desire to be a money magnet, to be a magnet of wealth and prosperity. I don't want to be suffering. Like, we're not meant to suffer in this world. We go through different experiences for a certain amount of time. I don't think that is something that has to be a permanent thing in my life. Like, I don't want that for myself. And it took me a very long time to unlearn that conscious programming in my life, because it was almost impossible for me to manifest money in abundance. Like, there was no way I can manifest money, manifest abundance, if I was taught that money is hard to get. If I was taught that money isn't easy, there is no way I can manifest that. Like, there is no way for you to manifest miracles in your life for like abundance when you believe those miracles don't exist, or you believe that'll never happen for you. Like, it's contradicting. Even to this day, I still check myself when I think about like being scarce or not having enough money, or just looking at my bank account, or just being overly hoarding, or like feeling like I have to hoard my money because there's not enough of it. I'm still working on being more open to abundance for me to receive abundance. I'm still working on not being afraid of it and seeing money as a tool, seeing money as an energetic frequency, and just as an exchange, not something to hold over my head. So yeah, we are the healers of our bloodline. It's not an easy task, but we chose to do it because we have the power to do so. You're not alone. I'm here right with you, and I believe in you. Whatever you feel called to do, whatever you feel called to address in your family, definitely do it. Definitely go for it, and be that change in your family in order to create the change for the next generation. All right, y'all. That's all I have for this video today. Talk to y'all soon. Love y'all.